People ask me, what's your core handicapping philosophy? And it's real simple. I mean, it really is a very simple concept that's in play tonight in the NBA. I like to ride hot teams before the betting marketplace catches up. And I like to fade cold teams before the betting marketplace catches up. Current form versus full season numbers. And that's on display right now. As we talk about the Warriors and the Grizzlies, let's break it down. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com with a big game breakdown, a double big game breakdown. We're going to talk Warriors, Grizzlies, and of course, we'll talk late night West Coast action with Minnesota and Denver as well. Before I get started, I do want to let you know it is $5 Tuesday over at WagerTalk.com. You can get any play, I should say any play. Every capper's got a $5 play up, including myself in MLB for tonight. Again, just $5 gets you on board, and there's no limit to how many you can buy. So if you want mine and 6 other guys, knock yourself out. We've also got a pair of really good deals right now. First of all, today's the last day. MLB 7-day all access, just $49. You're taking $30 off an MLB 7-day all access pass. But the best deal right now, buy my NBA playoffs. You get the rest of the regular season for free. $195 gets you every play, every day in the NBA between now and the finals. We had a great playoffs last year. We enjoyed April last year, and we're running good in the NBA right now. So appreciate the likes, appreciate the comments, appreciate the follows. That's business. Now, let's talk about the Warriors and the Grizzlies. Looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen, Golden State -5 pretty much across the board. There were even 5.5s popping up earlier. Those have been bet back, but this line opened 2.5. So we've seen a ton of Warriors money already. The markets did say 5.5's high enough and bet it down, but all that early money on Golden State, the books will certainly be rooting for the Grizzlies tonight. That being said, Golden State is hot, all right? They are better now than their season-long numbers would indicate. Certainly, Jimmy Butler has transformed the team. They're 15-4 straight up in their last 19 ball games. And oh, by the way, they're right behind Memphis. I think half a game behind the Grizzlies in terms of playoff seeding / standings. So it's a Warriors team that's playing with urgency. It's a Warriors team that is something to play for tonight. And it's a Warriors team coming off a big blowout over the Spurs last time. I wanted to win that game by 42 points. And Kerr was able to limit the starters' minutes. None of the starters were in that game in the fourth quarter. Kerr's quote, "We'll be well rested and in rhythm. There's a big stretch coming. If we can beat Memphis, we got the tiebreaker over them, which is huge. We're right there with the Clippers. The Lakers are only a couple games ahead. It's quite a race coming down the stretch. Our last 8 games are tough. We're going to have to continue to play well." Urgency for Golden State. Kevin Looney, center for the Warriors. Quote, "Every game we've been playing has been important for the last 20 games. These last 7 or 8 are going to be just as important. We know the opportunity we have in front of us. We have to make sure we capitalize." Urgency for the Warriors, and the Warriors are playing good basketball. I can't say anything good about Memphis right now. I can't. They played an okay first half against the Celtics yesterday, fell apart after halftime. They've lost their last 11 games against teams with a 500 record or better. They're 8-13 straight up since the All-Star break. They just fired their head coach, 10 games remaining in the regular season, Taylor Jenkins. And I'm not convinced Siala's the guy moving forward. Quote, "Everyone's kind of feeling each other out at the beginning of the Lakers games. Guys were locked in from the first moment on Monday, but it's hard to win if you don't put 48 minutes on the defensive end of the court. We can be very satisfied with the effort and the team play. Guys are showing they're really playing for each other and sharing the ball." The chemistry in Memphis is problematic right now. The team is not playing good basketball, and they're facing an opponent that's good and motivated. There's no brainer for me. It's not a game I'm going to sit there and debate which side. It's Warriors or pass. Now, again, you've missed the best of the number with Golden State. All right. And now you're getting a bad number with the Warriors if you want to play them now. I don't care. I still don't want Memphis. It's a one-way game. And if I'm playing, I'm laying on Tuesday night for this one. Warriors for this better. Let's talk about Minnesota and Denver. But before I do, real quick, we appreciate those likes. It makes all the difference. Just click if you like this type of analysis. Done. Thank you. If you want, leave a comment below. The comments do make a huge difference in our YouTube algorithm, and I'm interested. Do you guys agree? Disagree? And of course, if you haven't done so, what do we got? 200,000 of you, or just shy of 200,000 who have subscribed to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Do it now and get instant alerts every time we go live. Take advantage of that $5 Tuesday pricing at WagerTalk.com, as well as all the special offers. Let's talk about the T-Wolves and the Nuggets right now. Denver's taking the early money, -2 up to -3. I'm seeing 3.5s popping up at many books, both here in Vegas and across the country right now. And I'll tell you something. 27 NBA seasons since I moved to Las Vegas. I've learned one thing for sure. Seeding is not a motivator for teams down the stretch. It really isn't. Certainly not in the NBA. What matters? How good teams are and how well they're playing. I love late season, the April NBA. The markets concentrate too much on who needs to win and not enough on who's playing good. All right. Minnesota is playing good. They had lost 3 out of 4, and they played Phoenix on Friday, and that was the best game they played in weeks. They blew them out, and after the game, every quote was, "We got to start balling right now." And they followed up with a blowout win over the Pistons. Not easy to blow out the Pistons. And, of course, we had the brawl in that game. And that's at least part of the reason why the money's coming for Denver early, because as I record this, we don't know who's going to be suspended. The T-Wolves could be without Dante DiVincenzo. They could be without Naz Reid. As of this moment, I don't know, given the brawl over the Pistons the other night. That being said, Minnesota trails Golden State by half a game for the 6th seed. There's 7 games left. All right. We're not worried about that. What we're worried about is they're playing good basketball. And they certainly own the Nuggets. They've won all 3 meetings this season. They beat them in the last year's playoffs. The last 2 meetings, blowouts, 29-20. And Denver head coach Mike Malone gave us an interesting quote here. I think they've approached this game like it's a rivalry. And I think we've approached these games like it's just another game. We've just got to play harder, whether it's a rivalry or not. I don't care who you're playing. If you're playing St. Buzzies and they beat you 5 times in a row, sometimes your pride's got to kick in. That's an urgency quote for Denver. They won the last 2. There's a decent chance they have Jamal Murray back in the lineup tonight. Malone's quote. Talked about him in practice yesterday with he has a hamstring injury. Quote, "We didn't do a lot of live competitive stuff, but Jamal was out there for the entirety of it." Hopefully that bodes well for Tuesday night. So decent chance Murray plays, decent chance DiVincenzo and Reed don't play. And we haven't seen the markets fully react to that yet. So again, the 3.5s that are popping up now, the 3s with juice, they're telling us the markets are starting to see it. But it's an interesting quote from Malone. I guess you got to look at Denver given the urgency for this ballgame. But I think Minnesota's a better team right now. I do. If Reed and DiVincenzo sit, if Murray's in, this line's going to go up. The number might be a good notch too high. But I do expect the Nuggets to play with some urgency here. And I guess that puts me in the if I'm playing, I'm laying category. Of the 2 games we just talked about, Golden State, the stronger opinion. This one I kind of went back and forth with. And when I go back and forth in an NBA game, I don't usually put money on it. I think Minnesota's the better team. I think Denver's in the better spot, and I worry about the suspension. So, yeah, I guess I'm leaning to both favorites, but Golden State's the one I like better. Thank you so much for watching WagerTalk TV. Appreciate those likes and follows very, very much. Best of luck with all your bets on Tuesday night. And cheers. Have a great day.